too,
proved to
because
be true.
when we watched the film,
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing we talked about cornerback play, right? They weren't. You could tell guys weren't playing confidently because they didn't trust what was behind them. Did
Right.
you feel that
Mm-hmm.
that was a change? Like, I
Facts.
read that the
Yeah.
secondary looked played
Yeah.
really well, and you're telling me these guys are coming
Yeah.
off the line good. Go
Correct.
ahead.
Yeah. A couple of interceptions out there today. Passes were being broken up. The wide receivers wasn't getting off like they had been in the previous practices. They made some plays and stuff like that. But the defense was clamping down. Especially they had more communication, which I liked, the way they were communicating.
Defense
And
did.
defense. Yeah, everybody was sure about what they had to do. What they wasn't turning around looking like what, and then the communication didn't have to be repetitive. Pup being very vocal out there,
Really?
getting the adjustments and setting the strengths and stuff like that, calling stuff out. It was good to see him. I was like, okay, 10, I see you orchestrating stuff on the defense. It
Love
was just
that.
good to see him standing out, taking command when it was necessary. And my guy Sap, he was gonna be a force,
Disruptive.
man. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a force. And Gums stood out to me. Just what flashes. When you're out there and you're watching football, you see everybody as a whole, and then you get the opportunity to see guys that just stand out amongst the group.
Sure.
He's one of those guys that stands out when he's on the field. And getting to see him play the edge position, coming off the edge, he definitely will set the point forcefully, and he has enough speed and body control and dip and lean to get around you, to create pressure. But he's a guy that plays very physical, and he tackles very well.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and this year has gone by so quickly. What's something you're proud of in 2024? What is something that you still want to accomplish for the remainder of the year? I know it's going by so fast, but we still have time to go after your goals and knock those bad boys out. When life goes at you fast, it's important to take a moment to celebrate your wins, but also reflect on your losses. Therapy can help you take stock of your progress and set achievable goals for the remainder of the year. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Use the link in the description, betterhelp.com, and use the code Hightop to get 10% off your first month. What's fantastic about it is convenient, it's flexible, and it's suitable to your schedule. You take a little bit of a quiz. What that quiz is, it suits you up with a therapist that best suits you. Now, for any reason that therapist isn't kind of really the best thing for you, you can switch it, no cost at all. It's fantastic. And look, the best thing is it's all online. Hardest part about therapy is always finding time to go do it, to make it happen, but there's no excuse. Right online, you go with your schedule, it's flexible. It's important to talk to somebody, especially if you're having some doubts of yourself, or again, you want to set those goals. So be sure to check out the link in the description, betterhelp.com, and of course, use the code Hightop to get 10% off. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Hightop. We'll see you. LJ McCray, what were some of those things of that line?
LJ McCray doesn't look like a freshman.
Okay.
He doesn't look like a freshman at all. He looked like he could be a junior.
Okay.
How fast he picks up the plays and what he can do and where everybody's supposed to be. That's when you get that in your later years, kind of know what the offense wants to do. But physically and being out there and just running the defense, you wouldn't know he was a freshman at all. That man, he's gonna play. He's gonna play.
So are you?
He's built.
Ball look like a grown man.
Bars. Yeah, I got a little footage on you. I'll send it to you. Yeah, bar. Yeah.
May you look
backs,
tiny.
I think Derrick Henry is changing the game because these backs are like, I can be big as I want. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Run over. So
yeah,
let's
he looks amazing. You know what? I'm sorry. You know who looks? We got a back, man. The one they said they found, number 24. What's his name?
Jacoby Jackson.
He looks like an every down back. He's not big like
he's like 5'10", I think, 5'9".
But he's perfect back size. He's the original back size.
Yeah.
But when I saw him today, the way he moves and the way he runs, I mentioned it and somebody looked at me crazy. I said he reminded me of Frank Gore. And I went, me and Frank Gore, neighbors, grew up in the same neighborhood, played in high school together. He was 2 years ahead of me. We're still close friends. Know his whole family. So I know Gore extensively. When I see, this is the first time I seen somebody that reminded me of him. The only difference was he had on socks. Frank would not have on socks at practice. but his socks was low, but he had on socks.
A hell of a description. Look, I think if you're going to be compared to a running back, Frank Gore is an absolute GOAT.
And just from everything I'm hearing, you know, he came in from a D2 school or something like that, or a JUCO. And you know, he struggled a little bit getting adapted, even here at Florida, from what I heard. But now he's a fan favorite. They love him. He's one of those guys. He's an every down guy. He's one of those guys that won't complain. And he's very appreciative of everything that they have at Florida. I heard he got here and he's like, man, y'all got this. Oh man, y'all crazy. Y'all got all this stuff over here. Oh yeah. So he's one of them guys that's taking advantage of what he's given. And I know guys come in with stars and all this other hype, and he's taking that long road, but he'll be in the NFL. I promise you that. And I hope we get opportunity as Gators to see him and watch his story develop before he does it for another team. But he's gonna be one of the glory guys, and he'll probably be in the league for a long time.
First of all, I would tell you that I'm extremely thankful that you're back home, right? I think we all can agree that the University of Florida is a special place because of the impact that it's made on so many people. And it started with the people in this room. So, you know, this is year 3 for me, and I want to tell you, I've gained each year, I gain more appreciation of what this place stands for, what it's accomplished in the past. And the more people that I meet, the more stories that I hear, the more motivated I am to get us back to where we all know we're capable of being. So I want to encourage you to come more often. You know, we have a couple events per year where you guys are invited formally, but anytime you want to come back, if you want to come back to watch the practice, if you want to be around the team, we would love to have you back. And I want you to tell your teammates that as well. Regardless of what's happened in the past in terms of relationships with former players, it's an open door for us. I really believe that. You put in the work when you were here, and I want you to be able to come back home as often as you like. Bring your family. You know, I think we've got people on our staff that can help you there. So today will be our final scrimmage. We get a chance to view the team. This is our 14th practice. We've been working extremely hard going all the way back in January. And ultimately, these guys are motivated to prove something about themselves, but they're also motivated to make you proud. And I think that's definitely part of the equation. So, thanks for being here today. And I would encourage you to come back more often. Again, this is a special place because it impacted people, and you made it a special place with the work that you did while we're here. So we're thankful for that. Thanks so much for being here. Go Gator.
Go Gator.